Well, we've done it. We've officially touched the sun, as the headlines are saying. What this is alluding to is the success of the Parker Solar Probe. This is a groundbreaking spacecraft launched by NASA on the 12th of August 2018, with the mission of studying the sun up close and personal. The probe is named after astrophysicist Eugene Parker, who developed the theory of the solar wind in 1958. Let's have a quick look at the mission. There are 4 key science objectives. The first is to understand the corona, the sun's atmosphere. The corona is significantly hotter than the sun's surface, millions of degrees in the corona compared to about 5,800 degrees Celsius at the surface. And we don't know why. It may be due in some way to the sun's magnetic field heating the corona, but we just don't know. The probe aims to help us understand what is going on. Second, the acceleration of the solar wind. The solar wind is a stream of highly energized particles emitted by the sun. It races through space at a speed of about 500 kilometers per second, but we don't know how these particles, which start their journey at the sun's surface, are accelerated to this speed. By studying the origins and dynamics of the solar wind, the mission seeks to understand how the stream of charged particles affects space weather, because that's a thing. Third, the probe is investigating the sun's magnetic fields and their role in highly energetic events such as solar flares and coronal mass ejections. The fourth mission objective is involved with space weather prediction. Insights from the mission are expected to improve our ability to forecast solar storms, which can disrupt communications, satellites, and power grids here on Earth. So that's a brief summary of the probe's 4-fold mission. But why is it in the news at the moment? On Christmas Eve 2024, the probe made its closest approach to the sun. How close? 6.1 million kilometers from the sun's surface. But wait, what's with all the "touched the sun" headlines? Well, this distance is within the corona, which extends to about 8 million kilometers from the sun's surface, so we reached the sun. Also, because of the sun's immense gravitational field, as the probe does its flyby, it's accelerated faster than any other man-made object. It zipped past the sun at nearly 700 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's fast. Now, getting that close to the sun means things are going to heat up. Not to worry, as the probe has a 2.4 meter diameter heat shield in the front to protect the electronics from the heat of the sun. This thermal protection system, or TPS, is made of carbon composite foam sandwiched between 2 carbon plates. Why carbon? It's the element with the highest melting point, and the last thing you want your heat shield to do is melt. Using this TPS, the rest of the probe is kept at a nice 30 degrees Celsius. The shield itself can withstand temperatures up to about 1400 degrees Celsius. But wait, the probe is in the corona, and the corona can reach temperatures in the millions of degrees, so how can the heat shield withstand that? It couldn't, but it doesn't need to. What a lot of people don't realize is that heat is quite different to temperature. Temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy of the particles of a substance, whereas heat is the total energy of a system. It's like if you boil water to make a hot chocolate drink, the water is much hotter than the ocean. Yet the ocean still has way more heat energy. Anyway, whilst the corona gets really hot, it is very diffuse and the particles are very spread apart. Each particle has loads of energy, hence a very high temperature, but overall there isn't too much heat to impart onto the probe, so a heat shield withstanding 1400-ish degrees is sufficient. Now, although the probe made its closest approach to the sun on Christmas Eve, we didn't know whether it had survived the flyby until a signal was received in Canberra, Australia on Boxing Day, 2 days later. I mean, the probe was designed to survive the harsh conditions near the sun, but you just never know. So good on you, NASA. Once again, you have come through with something amazing.
Done! Science!
Well, that's the video done. If you liked it, brilliant. Hit the like button and leave me a comment too. Now you know what to do. Go hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.